Is there any legal basis for deporting somebody from one country, not back to their country, but to a third country? Is there anything legal about that?
Coming to this situation by bringing a foreigner from a foreign country to South Sudan, this one doesn't have a legal basis, totally. And even it is a contradiction to some international laws where South Sudan is a member. But looking into the whole issues, you will find sometimes legal matters, diplomatic matters, and politics matters comes together. Like even if you look at the Passport and Immigration Act, under Section 28, there is a committee that determines the deportees. And this committee is comprised with many executive, not judiciary or Minister of Justice. You will find Director of National Security, Internal Bureau is a member, External Bureau is a member, Director of Public Police is a member, and the Secretary of Minister of Justice is a member. So you see, these are political bodies, executive. So sometimes there must be an internal arrangement which is not mentioned into the law. So giving a clear answer, we don't have as a country a laws that allowed a deportee to be brought as a foreigner to South Sudan based on the legal process. That one, we don't have it in our laws.
Imagine these are also convicted people, these are criminals. So in case they are brought to South Sudan, how is South Sudan supposed to deal with?
Actually, if South Sudan accepted to receive the convicted criminals, and even, by the way, deportation is when the country feel like you become a threat to national security. Deportees are a threat to the national security of the country that deported them. So if they are going to be brought to South Sudan, so South Sudan required to make a serious measures on these deportees. And they are convicted. They're supposed to be brought from where they were being deported immediately to a prison. And that prison required a lot of restriction. Because you just imagine somebody who has been, for example, has been convicted on a serious crime, murder case, or abducting children. So South Sudan now required to make sure that these people are serving their period of sentence without even exporting their crimes, or even without even South Sudan become a second home for them to import their crimes to South Sudan. So it's a serious threat to South Sudan itself.
What does this say about rule of law generally? Because we understand that in the U.S. There was a court ruling that they should not actually move out of the U.S., but they are being moved anyway. So what does it say about generally rule of law in this?
The ruling of the judiciary should prevail, because looking into the deportation itself, initially is a part of conviction. And if court make a ruling, court orders prevails on the executive orders. So now when you look at the situation of America, court has ruled out its own decision. But the executive refused, and then they make internal arrangement for deportation to third country, of which at the end, the court ruling will prevail.